Okay, you got that. Yeah, that's nice, nice. He goes, all right, yeah, and he really hated eggs. So you have to hide them in like the bushes and stuff. He goes, all right, well I think he's doing that stuff. And he really likes turkey and stuffing. And in the South, they fry the turkeys. And St. Peter's, oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about Thanksgiving?
No, I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. We're ready.
Kaspar.
I need that. This way. I need that.
Don't worry.
He'll be back.
Thank you, good night.
Will you be here all week? Weekly. I'll be here weekly.
Thank you for this amazing introduction. I wasn't sure where that was going,
Nor was I.
but that's okay.
I think it's had
So, who of you remembers what I did last year?
I don't remember what I did last year.
All right, so
you got a baby
what
on
was it? What was it? Okay, the close shave. That's right. That was 2 years ago. Yeah, last year. Anybody? So that was, but you remember, you have a good feeling about it, right? It was really good. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make here is that I used to be really cool. Okay, but not today. Today I'm going to play a cheesy song about my daughter Layla, who's in the audience, and she's 7 weeks old. Really? We are here for a soiree of drummers with babies, okay? I've had a baby for 7 weeks now, but nobody has looked at me. I tell you we've had a baby, and that's all you got? Let's try this again. 7 weeks ago, we had a baby. That's a little bit better, but do you like babies? Do you love babies? Well, you're wrong. Because after 7 weeks of having a baby, I am convinced that they are a threat to mankind, to humankind. They are by far the most dangerous STD you can contract. And I'll tell you why. So in the hospital, okay, or on the way to the hospital, I always thought that, this is LA movies, airheads movies, so you always think it only happens in the movies that the guy has to drive like a freaking bat out of hell to make sure that the baby isn't delivered in the back seat. Yeah, if I had a bucket list, which I don't, and had it on there, which it wouldn't be, I could check it off. I did 95 miles an hour on the two, weaving in and out of traffic, on the way to the hospital, parked the car right in front of the entrance to the hospital, doors open, windows open, wheeled my wife in, and the baby was there half an hour later. So let me tell you something about myself. I am not a very relaxed person, okay? And the adrenaline levels were pretty close to fatal. And I am fully aware of the fact that I had the easy job. So I am fully aware of the fact. And so I think, I've thought about this, so I think the problem is Darwinism, okay? So I am a big fan of Charles Darwin because we share the same birthday, which is cool. And there'll be a trivia quiz summit. There's another famous person who shares the same birthday as Charles Darwin. Actually, the very same day. I'll ask you that later. Maybe not. Anyway, so Charles Darwin and I were pretty tight, but Darwinism is the problem because it doesn't work, right? Darwinism says that nature sort of optimizes the processes so that we as a species can survive. Now, if you've ever witnessed a birth, right, there's this beautiful, tender little baby, perfect human being comes into the world in this nasty explosion of blood and pain, and it's, and I mean, it's terrible, right? So if I had to grade nature on a scale of A to F on this process, I would call it an epic fail. You know what I mean? It's horrible. So so intelligent design, my ass, I'd say on that one, and it goes on. So when so they're born, then the babies, and then they have to eat because metabolism, the conversion of food to energy is very essential in any definition of life. You can trust me, I'm a doctor. of astrology, and I know these things. And so metabolism is very important, and so you give these babies food, and they have a digestive system that isn't really formed yet. So they're using the digestive system, and they're forming it at the same time. What could possibly go wrong? Terrible, awful. Anyway, so it's a difficult problem, and when we were done, with the hospital, and we left after 48 hours in the hospital, they came over and they said, well, when you have your second child, you may want to schedule an appointment because the first child came pretty fast, and that was sort of scary. Second child? Jesus, people, what we just went through, you want to talk about a second child? That's a terrible idea. Because, if you have one child, you can play zone defense. You know what I mean? If you got two people, you got man defense. That's a lot worse. And I'll tell you, once you leave the hospital after the second child, they're going to talk about the third child. We're talking transition defense here. You know what I'm saying? That's really bad. And 4 children, you can only foul. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. It's bad. So, but I've been thinking about this, like I said, and I've had a good idea. How to remedy that problem. This is a difficult word. Remedy that problem. So maybe let's take a step back, right? Before we go into the zone defense problem here, right? I told you guys the problem is Darwinism, and I mean that in the sense that Darwinism takes generations for things to get into the nature of people, and you optimize over the course of generations. But Darwin wrote his theory in the year, which is before now, a long time. And I think this is the 21st century. I don't have time for this Darwinism. Turbo Darwinism. You know what I mean? This is the 21st century. I want my baby to come out and be fluent in 3 languages. That's right. And eloquent. That's right. And well-mannered. That's right. And freaking potty trained. That's right. With a mute button. Thank you very much. And for those of you who are alive in the 1990s, with a Control-Alt-Delete combination. That's right. So back to zone defense here. You have 4 children. All you can do is foul. But like I said, I have a way to remedy that, and that is more wives. I should patent this. This is a good idea, right? More wives. Because think about it. If you have 7 wives. If you have 7 wives and you have 4 children, you can play zone defense and you got a bench. So I think this is a good idea. What do you think? Patent it?
What the heck is that?
Hello? Yes? Zombie. No, not... What are you talking about? Zombies. No, zombie? No, zone defense. That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Yeah, the many wives. That's right. Patent. Yeah, I'm thinking about patenting. Oh, you already have it patented. Is that right? Oh. Well, how's that working out for you? Was it? Yeah. Hello. Paul from Salt Lake City. I don't know what that was all about. Another thing. If this doesn't work out, my patent ideas are not really working. One thing we could do is we can do away with the husbands altogether, because, frankly, we don't really play any role. My opinion is totally ignored anyway. So I have nothing to say. I have no role to play. So it really doesn't matter. So we can do that too. And it's yeah. Hello? Yeah. Zombie defense? What? No. I know. Do away with the husbands altogether. Yes, that's right. You have that patented too. Oh, really? Hello? San Francisco. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Oh, here's another call. Oh, it's Theo. What? Oh, this is interesting. Let's see what Theo has to say. Hi, Theo. Do you know what zone defense is? Yeah, I can hear you, Theo. What are you trying to say to me? He said it's time to get off the stage or sing a song. What do you guys think? Well, what do you say? You come up and help me, Theo. All right. Okay, so here's a song about my daughter, Lila, who is in the audience today. It's a song written by Mark Cohn, and it's called The Things We've Handed Down. Okay. Am I on the main? don't know much about you. I don't know who you are. And we've been doing fine without you, but we could only go so far. I don't know why you chose us. Were you watching from above? Is there someone else that knows us, who said we'd give you all our love? And will you laugh just like your mother? Or will you sigh like your old man? Will something skip a generation, like I heard they often can? Are you a poet or a dancer, a devil or a clown, or a strange new combination of the things we've handed down? And I wonder what you look like. Will your hair fall down and curl? Will you be your mama's child or daddy's little girl? Will you be a sad reminder of what's been lost along the way? Or maybe you can help me find her in the things you do and the things you say. These things that we have given you, they are not so easily found. Oh, but you can thank us later for the things we've handed down. You may not always be so grateful for the way that you were made. There may be some feature of your father's that you'd gladly sell or trade. And someday you may look at us and say that you were cursed. But over time that line has been extremely well rehearsed by our fathers and their fathers in some old and distant town, from places no one here remembers come the things we've handed down. The things we've handed down. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind?
for
Theo and Papa Kaspar.